Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So let me add my group Periscope. Give me 1 second. Okay, good morning, everybody. Good morning. So, as I promised, I'm going to get up here just a few minutes, because I got a lot of stuff I need to do. So, I'm just going to give you some few tips that's going to help you how to invest some of your tax money. So I know a lot of you guys are about to receive taxes coming soon. You know, some people are about to receive tax money. But if you don't receive any taxes, you have to pay back taxes. Hey, this is for you as well. So whenever you come on, make sure you share this information to someone that may be interested in investing in the stock market. Make sure you share this information to someone. Good morning, Periscope, and good morning, Facebook. I'm definitely glad that you guys came on here to join me on this morning. So, some of the things that we're going to be discussing on today, which I'm going to give you a few tips. Like I come on here just like to give tips that's going to be able to help you kickstart this journey. And my name is Delia. I'm the owner of DNT Investment and Consultant LLC, where I teach individuals how to invest in the stock market. And also I wrote books, children's books, as well as adult books, which two should be available coming soon this month. One is a teenager series, as well as an adult book, Investing in the Stock Market for Broke Folks. So what I'm going to do is to teach you on today, give you some tips, like a little foundation, so that you will be able to invest or think about investing some of your money, whether that's being tax money, whether that's some of your income that you do receive on a monthly basis, so you can invest those monies into the stock market. And if you need to get in contact with me, I can be reached at admin, ADMIN, at dtinvestmentglobal.com. That's admin, ADMIN, at dtinvestmentglobal.com. Okay, so if you are one of the individuals that is receiving a tax refund, a lot of people may receive earned income credit because of children, or if you don't have any kids or your kids are older, whatever the case may be, you may receive some type of tax money. So if that is you, just hold on. I'm going to give you some tips that will be able to help you to invest. Or if you don't receive any tax money, you still can have an opportunity to invest in the stock market as well. So one of the things, there are two ways that people can invest money. Of course, you need money to invest in the stock market. That is definitely what you need. So you can invest in a lump sum, or you can invest in a method called dollar cost average. Once again, you can invest in a lump sum amount, or you can invest in in a way it's called dollar cost average. So if you are investing in a lump sum of money, if you receive your tax money, say for instance you want to invest $500, or you want to invest $1,000, or even $200, or even $100, you can take into consideration that, okay, I'm going to invest in a lump sum. Remember, people use two ways to invest. Some find it very good to invest in dollar cost average, and what that is that you set aside a certain amount of money, and this certain amount of money that you are able to say, okay, I'm going to be able to invest $50 or $100 or $200 or whatever the case may be over a certain price during a certain time frame. So that may be like, okay, I can invest $200 every 3 months. Or I can invest $300 every 2 months, or every 6 months. I can invest $50, whatever your number is, that you will stay consistent with the set amount of time in the days. The set amount of time in the money. So if you can invest $50 a month, you would invest and purchase stocks every month in the whichever shares that you select that cost. It have to be under 50, because you also have to pay the trade fees. And anytime you selling or purchasing a stock, a share in a company, you have to pay trade fees. And that's why I always say you have to look at which company that you're investing in. It's so important to look at the company investment firm, because these fees will add up. These trade fees, also these maintenance fees, the account fees. So is more to it than actually investing in purchasing and selling stocks. You also have to take in consideration that it's going to be these fees included. So to invest your tax money properly, you have to make a decision whether I'm going to do this on the lump sum amount, or if I'm going to do this on with using the dollar cost average. And maybe your dollar cost average, you can set a certain amount of money from your tax money into your account, and then you don't actually have to use that and invest in the lump sum. You can use that and say, okay, I only have $500 to invest. I only have $1,000 or $2,000 to invest. I'm gonna set this money into my account, and on this money is I'm going to create my plan, my goals. What I always like to tell you guys, make sure you're looking at your investment plan, your goals, because you need to know when you're going into the market. You also need to know when you're moving out of the stock market. Understanding your risk level is very, very important, because just because I'm an aggressive investor or I am a conservative investor doesn't necessarily mean that you are as well. So you have to understand those things. So you can have $1,000 or $2,000 sitting in an account, and you can say, okay, I want to purchase X amount of shares of this company this time frame. So you can purchase 10 shares 1 month, and the next month you can purchase 5 shares. It's not a limit to what you're investing in. Just make sure, like I always say, that you are doing your due diligence, your education about investing in these companies, because without any risk, there will be no reward. And I also like to put any disclaimer, if I was to mention any stocks that I'm not recommending any stocks, because I'm not a financial advisor. I just do the education piece to help people to know that this is available for you. So like I always like to say, so many years we were saying that, hey, you can't do this unless you have a certain amount of money. I come on here today and say, oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can do this. You have to create a plan and execute that plan. So whenever you fund your account, you also have to take into consideration how about the stocks. Buy stocks you already know about. I do a little exercise with the people that I work with, and we do an exercise based off of the stuff that we're familiar with. You actually are familiar with more companies and know about more companies than you probably even realize it. A lot of times these companies, for example, Huggies and some of these other companies, that's not the holding company, the company that actually owns these companies. That's why I like to tell people you have to dig a little bit more. What's going on the back end? What's going on in the back end, the company financial reports, the income, the debt, what's going on with the quarterly reports, the annual reports, all these different reports you have to look at. And those are some of the things that I teach. But say for instance, if you choose to invest using your tax money, you also can just go and when you open an account, create a watch list. That's always good to do. Also, and when you create a watch list, those particular companies that's on your watch list can come up, and you can learn a little bit more about those companies as well. All different type of analysts would do reports on the different companies, and that is just to get people familiar to say, okay, yes, this is a buy, this is a hold, and this may be a sell. Because you have to understand, just because you think a company is good from your point of view, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good investment. That does not necessarily mean it's a good investment. And you also have to take in consideration that when you go into it, it's always a risk when you're investing in the stock market. It's always a risk when you're investing in the stock market. Always. They're not FDI insured by the bank. So know that. because the bank insures, some banks, not all, insures up to $250,000 in the bank, and all banks don't do that. So when you invest in the stock market, that's why you can receive a higher return on your investment, because it's risky. So as the supply and demand increase, that causes the share of the stock to increase. So with the demand being there, people want to buy, people want to buy, people want to buy. So you have to make sure that the supply and demand is increasing in whichever company that you want to invest in. And that's all some of the information that you will find when you actually learn about your company. When you learn about that's why I like to tell people, why try to invest in 100 companies if you can't understand one? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. That's why it's always important to get just 5. Not necessarily, I'm saying 5. Get you a handful of companies that you're able to really understand, and dig into these companies to say, okay, I can really understand. You always have to select the company within your area of what you are capable to understanding. What are you capable of understanding? If the company is so far above your head, there's no need. Because me, I don't know anything about skiing, but do I want to go Colorado and go skiing? You darn right I do. You darn right I do. If I can go today, I'll be gone. So why would I go and invest in anything related to a ski company if I'm not familiar with that industry? It doesn't make sense. It would be fun. It would be fun. So you get what I'm saying. I don't know anything about, certain parts of entertainment. So like WWE and all those companies like that. I don't know anything about that stuff. Why would I go invest with that company if I'm not interested in that company? You have to pick companies that you're interested in learning about. Break that company down. I did an analysis of one company. It took me over 2 hours and some change to do analysis of the company. Did I actually want to do that? Not really. But it would tell you a little bit what you need to know about the company. What products are they selling? What service are they providing? What countries are they listening in? I'm going to share a few pointers that's going to help you. Oh, geez, I'm messing up my notebook, y'all. I'm messing up my notebook. Like, oh, no. Yes, I have a stock market notebook. I do. Don't think I'm a geek, because I'm not. So just think about this. I'm not going to share the company. And the reason why I'm not going to share the company is because I do not recommend stocks for people to invest in. I only offer classes that people and people can take. And that way, when I offer these classes, you'll be able to understand the company. It's better for you to understand the company rather than me to tell you, and it's not a good investment. I mean, if you understand and if you learn, you have this information for life. You'll be able to use this information and train someone else, and you kind of breaking the cycle of not accumulating wealth. Remember, investing in the stock market is one avenue among many to generate wealth, and you can do this. If I can do it, like I said, I'm gonna say it out loud for the people in the back. Single mom of 3. That's me. Single mom of 3. If I can do it, if I can invest in the stock market, you can as well. So I'm gonna do a short analysis that's gonna help you. No, I'm not gonna do analysis. That's too in deep. That goes into my classes. But what you can do that will help you, if you're thinking about investing any of your tax money, you can, of course, take a class with me. If you feel that, hey, I may not be able to take the class at this moment, can go back and look at some of the teachings that I provide. You guys that's on Periscope. If you guys are following me on Periscope, connect with me under the Winner Circle on Facebook. The Winner Circle on Facebook and Periscope. Of course, you see my name, Delia Williams. Connect with me and I provide some tips. I have a lot of videos from all the way dating from last year, all the way from last year, that provide information about stock market investing that you can take, invest in the stock market. You could take some of this information. So Periscope, if you are on here and you want to learn a little bit more about investing in the stock market, connect with me on my group, which is the Winner Circle group on Facebook. Or if you're not on Facebook, Periscope, I do understand. If you're not on Facebook, I do understand. So I'm going to give you these few tips, and then I got to jump off. When you're thinking about a company, if you want to invest some of your stock money, do a tax money, do a semi 2-minute summary on the company. You want to know, what is the name of the company? What products or services are they selling? Why do you think this will be a good company? Look at the revenue. Look at any type of debt or anything that the company is in. Why is this an attractive company to you? Can you successfully understand the company? If you can't understand the company, there's no need to do an analysis of it. Because like I always tell you guys, just because you see this name that's on the forefront, that may not be the holding company, the company that actually owns the one that you see, the shelves and different products that's on the at stores. That may not be the actual company itself. So make sure you investigate to see what's going on. Also, you have to, is the stock price a good price? Okay, when you're talking about investing your tax money, we're not talking about investing in a lot of money. So is the stock price a good price? Remember, if you have a tax money, you may say, okay, I only can reasonably afford to invest $500, or I can invest $1,000, or I only can invest $100. Some stock prices may be $100. You see what I'm saying? Some shares of stock may be $100. So if you only have $100 and the stock price is $100, you can't buy any shares. Because remember, you have to pay the trade and the different fees that's associated with your accounts. So take into consideration the stock price as well when you are thinking about investing in the stock market with your tax money. You can do it, because I can do it. So if you need any more questions in regarding to the classes, connect with me on my website, which is www.dtinvestmentglobal.com, which is www.dtinvestmentglobal.com, or email me, admin@dtinvestmentglobal.com. Periscope, connect with me, the Winner Circle group on Facebook, the Winner Circle group on Facebook. Connect with me. I would love to chat with you a little bit more about, if you want to invest in the stock market, because it is possible. It's possible. You just have to have the will and the determination. You can't receive a bunch of knowledge and no application. It's impossible. You always have to put some type of application to what you're learning. You have to apply that knowledge, because you'll just be a person running around with a bunch of knowledge and ain't doing nothing with it. So connect with me. And hey, also, if you need to, if you want to start slower and you want to learn a little bit more, you also can purchase one of my books. All my books are on Amazon.com, which is Stocks, Tips, and Stock Market Dips. Also, my children's book, The Adventures of Zachariah and the Talking Money Machine, which the children, elementary kids, are going on investment adventures, yes. So it's pretty cool. It got a pretty unique twist to it. So connect with me. I would love to hear more from you soon. Amazon.com. You guys have a great day.